that I get paid peanuts.
I came to Peavey in 2001 to start a leasing division. I was doing that for several years before I became executive vice president and COO. Hartley Peavey is my stepfather. He's the CEO. My mother, Mary, is president of Peavey Electronics. Working with your parents can be a bit challenging. How are you? I'm Kyle. Good to meet you.
I work here. I've been working here for 24 years now, and I work on circuit boards. I test them and repair them.
All right.
This is a media matrix product. It's basically a PA kind of system, but we're going to be testing this circuit board, and you've got 73 seconds to test each board.
All right. Is that enough time?
No, it's actually not. All right, we've got these cables. You're going to plug this ribbon cable into that connector. Put my screws in here. The reason I'm putting this screw in is because this is a grounding pad. The more ground a circuit board has, the better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was getting a little bit concerned when I saw all the little details that had to be done.
You see, we have no signal up there because we haven't put our input cards in yet.
All right. Now, there were several different circuit boards that had to be assembled and then checked.
Plug this cable into the input board. We have our signal out there. We've got to check all 4 of those.
And then disassembled. It was all supposed to be done in 73 seconds. So you got to rebuild this thing every time you got to test something?
Yes.
Interesting.
And set it on here. Now, you want to try one?
You sure? Okay. All right. Pick a board, any board.
Start timing you.
All right. So this one goes in first.
Oops.
Dear.
He doesn't seem like he's had a lot of experience dealing with circuit boards.
That is a quirky little cable. You're like Mr. Magoo up here.
Yeah.
I think you're doing very well. I'm prepared to offer you 7 1/4 an hour.
You're at 1 minute already.
Come on now. Oh.
Forgot to test the other board.
Oh, hell.
I take that back. It's 4 1/4 an hour.
Everything in electronics is so fast-paced now.
Except me.
Whew. Yeah.
Smoked.
Yeah. Hal just didn't seem like he was detail-oriented. It's pretty much fried, yeah.
You best not give up your day job.
Unplug that one and go to the next one. And there's your signals. There's
Saved.
If I was hiring for a technician position, Kyle probably would not be my first choice. 12 minutes and 3 seconds.
Well.
Need a little bit of work on that area.
How long does it normally take you?
It usually even takes me longer than the 73 seconds I'm allowed, but
I would suspect so.
I can probably do it in about 1.5 to 2 minutes.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
This girl actually knows pretty well what she's doing.
Well, we keep on going?
Want to try another one? Yeah.
Let's do it. I think 73 seconds is really not attainable. We really should have a completely different process in the way that's tested. Doing the manual buildup is just really impractical and inefficient. You've been working here how long?
24 years.
Oh, man.
I started out actually on the hand assembly line, then I moved up to being a technician and went back to college and got my associates in electronics along with raising 5 kids at the same time.
5?
Yes. I started working here right after I turned 18 and I'm still here. Wish Peavey's had a little bit better communication between management and the employees. Basically, when they cut us back to 4 days a week, they said it was going to last for the month of March. Well, it turned out to be the month of April too. So, yeah. I mean, obviously it's costing them money to keep the company going, and I appreciate that because I'm really glad that I do have a job, but there's just so many cutbacks everywhere. After you were here 20 years, you would get an extra week's vacation. Well, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
We used to have barbecues for us and stuff like that, but they pretty much cut all that out.
Damn.
When I started going to school, they helped pay for it.
Yeah.
But then, you know, that's one of the cutbacks we had to do, so I'm still paying on student loan.
Yeah.
Our health insurance goes up every year.
That's not unusual.
They don't give merit raises anymore. I actually haven't had a raise in 8 years.
Huh. I was discouraged that she really didn't understand the big picture, and it has created discontent, which can spread pretty fast in this operation.
And everything is working its way to China.
All this is kind of unraveled and spun out of control as a result of the general lack of communication. You don't know why.
You really don't know from day to day. I mean, I could come in tomorrow and they could have the doors shut. So.
Really? Well, finally get control of the situation. It really puts this company in jeopardy for the future. How long have you been working here?
It'd be 6 years, June 17th.
All right, good place.
I love it. I love working here. I like what I do. When I started here, I was homeless and had nothing.
Homeless?
Homeless on the street. That was 6 years ago. I didn't have a dream when I came here. My dream now is to raise my family. I want to do better for them than I was done.
Yeah.
This guy's salt of the earth. He's a keeper.
When they get done with it, I check it for squareness. That thing's dead nuts on, man.
Amen, brother. Quality.
You think you can pull one of these off?
Yeah.
Just be careful, take your time, and don't shoot yourself.
All right.
You're not putting enough glue on it, sport.
All right.
There you go.
Oh, hell, let's see.
He's slow. Sport, I'm just glad I finally found something that you can do.
It's not right.
I don't think Michael's impressed.
Damn it.
If I put Carl in the line right now, it would slow down everybody. He needs a lot of work and a lot of improvement.
Something's upside down, huh? I don't think this is right.
He sucks. Not coming out of there.
Get a bigger hammer.
So we're going to get into the structure of corporate America. Now with corporate America, what does that structure look like? Ta-da! A pyramid. Why is it a pyramid? Because you have Mr. Big Shot, CEO, at the top, right? While you have the executive team, you have upper management, lower management, supervisors, and you have the little sad employees, or what I like to call grunt workers. Why do I call them grunt workers? Because we're at the bottom of the line. We're at the bottom of the food chain. We're not making as much as the CEO, and we're doing all the dirty work, right? We do the dirty work. And this is me. See me with my little sad face? This is me at the bottom. Now, why is the CEO winking and making a smiley face? I don't know, maybe because he's making millions, he or she is making millions, multi-millions off of a company, right? Where they get to do whatever they want, fly in the private jet, go to ridiculous parties or anything like that. Now, for little old me, the grunt worker, do you think I'm gonna make it up to CEO? Probably not. I know some people out there say that you can make it to the top, and there are people that can, and there are instances where that does happen. But a typical huge corporation doesn't happen that way. CEOs get hired on all the time if the next CEO doesn't go. They don't just pick a grunt worker. And you have to play the political game in order to move up. You have to play their game. You have to do whatever they want. Little old sad old me isn't gonna just automatically rank up to CEO. And if I happen to do that, it's gonna be years and years and years from now, right? Right. And how many CEOs are there? One in each company. There might be a couple of different founders, but there's one CEO. Do you think you're gonna have multiple of these pyramids for a corporate America job? No. You are gonna have this pyramid scheme for the entire structure. Now, there might be different departments, many pyramids within the department, but at the end of the day, it still is one huge pyramid. So, corporate America, one pyramid with one person at the top, one person calling the shots. And do you think Mr. Big Shot CEO cares about the little grunt workers and little old Lindsay down here? Probably not. He doesn't know my name. He doesn't know if I'm upset or what I'm upset about. Why? Because he's flying in his nice little private jet to private parties. So, corporate America.
Finally tonight, it takes the average American 25 minutes to commute to work. That number might be a bit lower if not for a Virginia man who's doing everything he can to bring the average up. Steve Hartman met him on the road.
Just outside Richmond, Virginia, at the end of this cul-de-sac, we met the ultimate family man. Of course, we all love our families, and typically our extended families too. But not many of us would make the kind of sacrifice Thurman Alford has made to stay near his family.
It's all about family. If you don't have family, what you gonna do? Dear Lord.
About 12 years ago, Thurmond was offered his dream job.
Bringing family together, dear Lord.
It paid 3 times what he was making. There was no question he had to take it. Even though everyone he loved was in Richmond, and the job was in Washington, D.C. And so began what has now become one of the longest daily commutes in America.
Every 2 weeks I was changing oil. The guy at Jiffy Lube knew, he knew you by first name, he knew my football team. Says, you're here every 2 weeks. It's like I'm getting a haircut with him. He was changing the oil in my car.
That's how long this commute is. It begins every weekday at 4 a.m. He drives 80 miles to a parking lot outside Fredericksburg, which is still nowhere near D.C.
We're not there yet, no.
From here, he grabs a ride with someone else. An hour later, he's at another parking lot in Arlington.
See you later, buddy.
Which is still not D.C. He then takes a train, 2 trains actually, to downtown Washington.
Doors opening.
By 7:30, he's finally to his program manager job at the Department of Justice. To get here, he has passed through 3 major cities, forged 3 large rivers, and crossed 9 different counties. Round trip, that's 220 miles in 7 hours. So if you calculate, since he started in '02, it's basically like commuting around the entire globe 30 times nonstop for 2.5 years.
And it's rain, snow, sleet, or hail.
Or all of the above.
It could be sunny in Richmond, and it could be snowing in D.C.
And as tiresome as all that sounds, Thurman says it's well worth it, especially on weekends.
I have a support system here and everything. So I have a happy home.
And come Monday, an even happier Jiffy Lube manager.